welcome back to 2-Minute Trumpet Tricks. It's going to be difficult today. We have been secluded in our house for the last 4 days because of a flash snowstorm and ice storm in Dallas, Texas, and Denton, Texas. And I'm getting a little cabin fever or something because everything today has just been hilarious. Disclaimer, I do not drink and I am not under the influence of any alcoholic beverage at this time, but there is something going wrong. It's probably the cabin fever. So we'll get right to it. Welcome to 2-Minute Trumpet Tricks. Today's topic is going to be something that's going to help everybody. It's basically a listing I've put on my site, and it will make available for you. It's called 24 Helpful Suggestions for marking your music. Marking your music is something that makes your life easier as a performer and will improve your playing quite a bit. We forget things at rehearsals that we might not remember from our rehearsals on our shows or whatever. We'll get through this. All right. I'll list the address where you can download the paper products, the paper. I maybe won't get through this. I think it must have been the snore. It must have been the snow, not the snore stone. It must have been the. It must be the snowstorm that's giving me the problems today. Sorry. I'm usually a very boring person, but this one has got me down. Importance of marking music. I did some substituting for Don Jacoby, a great trumpet player in Dallas many years ago when I was going to North Texas State. And some of the musicians, and I've forgotten some of them. There's Bobby Burgess played trombone. Banks Diamond was a musician. Phil Kelly was in Don Jacoby's band. But the person I remember mostly is Lou Marini. Oh my God, I'm not going to get through this. Cut. Okay. I remember one time when I subbed for Don Jacoby, Lou Marini was playing tenor saxophone, the great saxophone player from cut. The great saxophone player Lou Marini, who was featured in the Blues Brothers movie. You might have seen it. But musicians have a very, very sick sense of humor. I remember the first time that I subbed for Don Jacoby. I remember the first time I subbed for Don Jacoby, Lou Marini was on the band, and the first thing he said was, and this was the first time I played with the group, so I was a little nervous. He says, pull up number 27 in the book. So you pull up number 27 in the book, and you look at the music, and it is incredible. It's all torn, and it looks like every other sheet of music in the book, but it's been written out as a joke for the first-time trumpet player. God, for the first-time trumpet player, you open the music and there's 24 or whatever the name of the number of the tune was, and your opening note is like a staccatissimo, which means extremely short and very quiet, double high C. So Louis starts the tune off, you're sitting there, you know you can't play the first note, and you don't know what to do. But he counts it off in a very, very professional manner. And he'll say, okay, let's take it down for the new guy. 1, 1, 1, 1. And by that time, you're not... Cut. Well, we'll get back to the 24 helpful suggestions for marking music. And Yes, we have had a snore. Oh. So we'll get back to the topic. The 2-minute trick this time is the 24 helpful suggestions for marking music. I've gone through some typical notation and scored it in with a pencil to show you how I would do it and so forth. I think you'll see from the examples that it's self-explanatory, and I think it'll help you out. So it's been an interesting 2-minute trumpet tricks. Thank you very much for staying with me, and we had a snowstorm here in Dallas, and I've been in the house for like 4 days, so it's, and again, I do not drink and I'm not under the influence, but it was a very interesting 2 minutes for me. Thank you. Come back. Please come back. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, oh. So he counts it off. 1, 1, 1, 1. By that time, you're about ready to do something in your pants, and you don't know what to do. You can't play the first note, and it's your first time you're subbing for the band, and that's the first tune you have to start with. So maybe it's remembering back to those funny times that I'm having problems with, but basically, let's get back to the 2-minute trumpet tricks. I'll make it quick. We've had a snore. God. Oh my God. Oh.